What's happening? Night breaks, football's going on. It's been a fun. Let me give a couple more seconds here. We'll get started. I usually get started right at 8:30, so we'll go from there. Robert, hey bud, I got your cards from last week. I thought you were in the break last week, and then I didn't see you were. Then I thought you were jumping Friday night. Didn't see a Friday night, but you're here tonight. So those cards will ship tonight, or ship tomorrow, or Tuesday, because it's Sunday. But either way, what's going on, man? Happy to see you back. All right, here we go. We got a 5-box 2020 Panini Chronicles. So we've had some pretty good. No, it's all right, bud. So we've this has been a fun one. But we'll get started. I'll start breaking the first box, and I'll kind of give you the commentary back on all 6 breaks because they've been interesting, to say the least. If you were on Friday night, man, we pulled 16 Justin Herberts on Friday night. Go Colts. Let's go. All right, first break. Cool. What team do you have out there? What is it, Moto Dude? There we go. Some Easton and Pittman. But we pulled 16 Herberts on Friday night. Burrow was a little light. Tua was kind of right there. Clyde Edwards-Helaire was in there. And of course, if you got the Philly, you get the Jalen Hurts, etc. I think last week, Steelers, okay. Then last week we pulled, I believe it was last week. I know we've done 6 of these. We pulled that 1 of 1 Tyler Huntley auto gold select, which was crazy, but that's nice how to start the night right there. No, it's all right, buddy. I was just trying to ship everything accordingly, right? Well, there's a Herbert in the back of there. There's a Herbert on the front. It's gonna be another Herbert night. Herbert's cards are the guy's good. That's just the bottom line. He's not going to be a joke. Let's say that. He's going to give those guys a run for their money. Burrow and Tua once Tua gets rolling. But so yeah, that 1 of 1, I still talk about it because it was kind of a fun card because it could have been. I mean, who knows? It's a backup at Baltimore. Who knows what will happen? But on top of that, to pull that out of a Chronicles box is even crazier. I was trying to look up the odds. Just take one of these packs, take a look at it, but it's got to be something silly, like in 25,000, one in 25,000 or 60,000. Who knows? Yeah, Herbert's good. Like I said, on Friday night we pulled 16 Herberts. I pulled 6 in the first box, which was just nuts. And part of that was no color, unfortunately, but there was a couple optics or 2 optics throughout the whole break. But this little 5-box break's been pretty nice. Gives good variety cards. I got one more coming up. Not sure when it's going to happen. I say one more. I got one more that I've purchased. You guys continue to buy. I'll continue to put them up. I mean, that's kind of how it works. DuVernay, Keyshawn Vaughn, Bryan Edwards, Joe Burrow, Crown Royal. Jonathan Taylor, Justin Jefferson, Thaddeus Moss, auto. And there's a Denzel Mims. That's a red press proof there for you, Mr. Robert. You got Jets, right? Nope, you don't have Jets tonight. Sorry about that. It's a nice card. Then, of course, I deal with the whole, these cards all flipped up. KJ Hill, Ahmed, Tua, first Tua sighting. All right, O'Grady, Derek Brown for Carolina, there for Jason, if you're out there listening. Justin Herbert. Brandon Ayuk just had a nice run tonight, so that's pretty nice to see for the 49ers. J.K. Brilliant, Limpscomb, Hasty, J.K. Dobbins, Raider rookie optic, O'Grady, Joe Burrow, Donruss, Edwards, Ahmed, Moss, Jerry Jeudy, Darius Anderson, Justin Herbert, Prestige, Lewerke, not sure if he has a job, and Justin Taylor. Yeah, there's a little card dust on that. Just kind of taking a peek. Hightower, Benjamin Victor, Cole Kmet for the Chicago Bears, Xavier McKinney, the red and the gold Crown Royal, Jerry Jeudy, Thaddeus Moss, Adam Troutman. There we go, Jonathan. Murray, Cespedes with the Lions. I almost said the Tigers. My God. CeeDee Lamb Select. Jonathan Taylor, T. Higgins. There's Jake Fromm Select. Christian Fulton. Chenault Jr., Limpscomb. Another Herbert Prestige. Jake Breland, Blue. Optic. Special in these Chronicles. Those are nice cards. Lynn Bowden Jr., Justin Jefferson, another Herbert Chronicles, another Denzel Mims, James Morgan, Javon Leake, Herbert Donruss Elite, Gabriel Davis, Jermichael Hasty, Herbert Chronicles Red, and Curtis Weaver. And the last card there was a Joe Burrow optic. Pretty sweet. Well, it looks like it's going to be another Herbert. These Chronicle boxes probably are just filled with Herbert. So if they're out there, guys, and you want them, go get them, I guess. The Tuas and Burrows are what they are. Good cards to have. But on average, I was telling everybody the other night, on average, it's been about 10. For the quarterbacks here, like I guess you take the top three, Burrow, Tua, but then when I said that, Herbert pulled 16, Burrow was 7, and Tua was probably like 9 or 10. And then Clyde Edwards was in there with 2. He's not a quarterback, but just throwing his name out there. So it was. I'm sleeving up a couple cards right now. So we'll see what happens. That's good. That's good, Robert. Start the night off right here. All right. So let me get this organized here. You finally made it. Where were you at, Jason? We just got one box down. You did have a Derek Brown pop up. I think you had Arizona too tonight, right? All right, yes. We got to get rolling here. Arizona Panthers, all right. Well. So if you're on the break on Friday night, I shipped everything Saturday, or I dropped everything off around 1. Obviously, the post office was closed. But they still work. I think they still work throughout the day on Saturday, and some of the stuff is already moving, and they've already made it down to San Antonio. So it moves quick. As long as I'm not doing like 7 breaks in a weekend, just got 2, I can get this stuff processed pretty fast. Haven't seen any Texans cards as of yet. Seems good. Two is showing up on a couple of these on the back cards. Ooh. All right, here we go. Box number 2. Dalton Keene, Patriots. Joe Burrow. On top there. Let me flip these around. Do I make money? Yeah, sometimes I do. I mean, the eBay fees. I mean, I'm sure there's guys out there like some of the bigger breakers that are breaking cases and getting big dollars, or probably a little higher. But this here is like my hobby, right? So I mean, I guess you can say, yeah, I can make a little bit of money, but I'm always buying more stuff for my collection, so it's always going right back into it. And some of the stuff I buy on, I've lost money. I've lost money on breaks too. So you gotta take that into consideration. I mean, some of the baseball stuff I've done is A.J. Dillon, Pittman Jr., Michael Pirine, Cam Akers there with the Rams. I've done a couple where I've lost just getting into the business, trying to figure it all out. I did a retail break, I think, with Bowman. Oh man, it was brutal. I mean, I lost a lot of money, and you just got to find the right what people. It's basically what people want, what people are looking for. I still jump into breaks. And Tony Gandy Golden, Lynn Bowden Jr., Jerry Jeudy, O'Grady, DeAndre Swift, and the first auto, or the auto, Juwan Johnson. Yeah, I mean, you're obviously not going to be spending the time to break the cards, sort them, pack them, buy all the stuff. I mean, it's like 30. The cost of all the packaging and stuff is going up too right now. I mean, I couldn't find top loaders like one weekend. It was crazy. JaMychal Hasty, Bryce Perkins, Jacob Basin, Optic, Tua, Chronicles. Masani, he was tight end for New England. Yeah, I mean that first box. We're on the second box right now, so you haven't missed too much. For Houston, there's definitely nothing in that first box in Houston. Bryce Perkins, gold Delpick, Jonathan Taylor for the Colts, Brian Edwards, Anthony McFarland, DJ Dallas, and Tua. I think those are the. Let's look at the card. Okay. Yeah, no, it's fun. I mean, you got to have the patience, the time to do it. I mean, man, I tell you what, you do a break that, sorting. If you don't have help, forget about it. I mean, you could spend a lot of time. And I refer back to that Bowman break, Henry Ruggs. There's a Jacob piece in there for you. A.J. Dillon and Jake Luton, Herbert, certified. K.J. Hill, Lowerkey, Herbert Blue, the playoff. It took me forever to sort everything out. I was like, holy cow. And I lost money. It took me 3 or 4 days to get. So you just got to figure out what works. Chronicles works. I mean, I have fun. I love doing it. The cards are great. I mean, just see how many of the rookies come out and be able to see them. Donovan Peoples-Jones, KJ Hamler, CeeDee Lamb, Javon Leake. Ossie's tight end for the New England, Zach Moss, Javon Leake, Joe Burrow, Prestige, Donovan Peoples-Jones. We saw him a little bit today. So he's starting to hit the field. Have I just open Joe Burrows, or have I jumped in a Burrow break? I mean, we'll probably pull about 10 Joe Burrows tonight. Jake Luton, Jerry Jeudy, Sean McKinn with Dallas, Darius Anderson, Mitchell Wilcox, Jerry Jeudy, Nate Stanley, Mitchell Wilcox again, other KJ Hamler, and those are the prospect rookies. J.K. Dobbins, Rodney Smith, Raider rookie optic, CeeDee Lamb, Chronicles, Colin Johnson, Jaguars, and Jake Berlin, Baltimore Phenoms. In the last two cards, Brian Edwards and Chenault Jr. with the Jaguars. Yeah, so I don't know, if you're trying to break, I think it's fun. I enjoy it. It allows me to still collect cards and be a part of all that. So that's but you got to be careful. You got to be careful. I mean, there's the ones out there. I mean, there's different levels. I feel of breaks out there that you can be a part of. Obviously, you're buying, right? You buying those like the hobby boxes, you're looking for autos. All right, I'm just leaving up a couple cards here, and we'll get moving. I feel like I'm always talking too much. That's okay. It's always good fun. Always got a good conversation going. All right, box number 3. Yeah, I've been trying to get away from the hobby, or from like the blasters or the mega boxes, and every time I ease into the hobby, it doesn't go well for me. And pull some sweet cards, it just doesn't go well. And I think a lot of this too, I mean, just being very transparent is, you guys, the customers, right? who's jumping on the brakes. You guys have you follow the guys that you're looking for. I mean, I know there's a couple breakers out there that I go to on a regular basis just to look and see what they have. So you need to have a customer base as well. Yep, at the camera. All right, here we go. Yeah. These guys get hot. I mean, obviously it's one thing, but coming to a break, I mean, trying to pick cards up, sometimes you get some pretty nice stuff in a card break. But like the other night, like Friday night, it was just like, okay, Herbert's, he's on fire. I mean, he had another great game today. Just got beat by one of the best, right? And he didn't, he looks okay. But we pulled 16 Herberts on Friday night. It was like, what the hell is going on? KJ Hill. Brian Lewerke, Mitchell Wilcox, CJ Henderson, Bryce Perkins, CD Lamb. Javon Leake is the auto. Playoff. Linscomb, Ruggs, Benny LeMay, Joe Burrow, Prestige, KJ Hamler, Darrington Evans, McLeese, Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia. We'll see what happens with him soon. Sean McKeon. Another Cam Akers, Justin Jefferson, a nice Justin Herbert select. Mitchell Wilcox, Jerry Jeudy, Michael Pittman, KJ Hamler, McFarland, Colin Johnson, Nate Stanley with Minnesota, Jonathan Taylor, another Jonathan Taylor for the Robert, DuVernay, awesome Monday night game, Brian Edwards, Chase Young, CeeDee Lamb, J.K. Dobbins, Shea Patterson, Javon Leake, Dobbins, Darrington Evans, Darius Anderson, and Jake Breland. And last deck, there we go. There's a nice Tua optic. I saw a T there on that orange, but here we go. Got a Tua optic, Tua Prestige, Benny LeMay, T. Higgins optic for the Bengals. That's a red. That's pretty sweet. Hunter Bryant, Benjamin Victor, and the first Edwards Hilaire Donruss. Charlie Warner, Gabriel Davis, O'Grady, Keyshawn Vaughn, Peoples-Jones, Bryce Perkins, Courtney Davis, O'Grady, Patterson, Herbert playoff, Burrow, Prestige Green, John Hightower, and Hunter Bryant. I believe he's with Detroit. You talk about Breland's in the packs, back to back. There's a lot of Breland in these boxes. I think he's with Baltimore. Yeah, he's with Baltimore, so I don't know. We'll see what that's a tough one. But yeah, no, in general, yeah, I think maybe they put them together. Who knows how they sort their cards or manufacture their cards. All right, let's get into box number 3 here. Box number 4. Sorry about that. All right, some Jonathan Taylor or Jacob Eason. Hey, I've seen Jacob Eason play on the, when he does his reps. I mean, the guy if he gets better, he can be pretty good. Philip Rivers not sticking around too long. I know that. I mean, just because of his age. I mean, can he play one more year, maybe 2? I don't know. But we do have some quarterbacks here in the NFL that are, like Jordan Love. I mean, Rodgers doesn't look like he's going anywhere anytime soon. Carson Wentz. I mean, when you got a guy that's capable of playing right behind him, and you're not winning. I don't know what the score of the game is right now. Yeah, so Robert, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, you see them play. I think you're on the. I always pick up a few of those guys. I picked up a few Easons. However, I always like to have them packed fresh. And guys, all this stuff, when I sort this out, everything goes into a penny sleeve. If we got something real big, I would put it into a one-touch. Generally, the primary quarterbacks will go into a top loader, so everything's protected when you get it. And then you can do what you want with it afterwards. Card is in a penny sleeve. Hey, I thought he was going to New England. See what happens. You never know. I mean, shoot, Tom Brady's playing for Tampa Bay right now. All right, Laviska Shenault. Albert, tight end for Denver. Cam Akers, Red Crown Royal. Jake Breland. So here's Jake Breland. Let's see if you're going to be a Herbert following him up. O'Grady. Pickney. Lynn Bowden Jr., Donovan Peoples-Jones, Hunter Bryant, Brian Edwards, Cole Kmet, Chicago, Jordan Love, Green Bay, it's crazy. I see a lot of this O'Grady. O'Grady's not signed with anybody. He didn't even sign as a free agent. I think he had a lot of off-field issues that caused that to happen. Gandy Golden, O'Grady, JaMychal Hasty, Lutton, Hopkins. Sorry about that. Lynn Bowden, Gibson, Tua. That's a Tua optic. That's a nice card. Congrats. Parkinson. There's another. Jerry Jeudy, another Jake Breland. Hightower. Michael Pirine. It's the Tua show going on right now. Eno Benjamin with Arizona. There's a Justin Herbert, Red Chronicles. Joe Burrow to follow it up, Crown Royal. Keyshawn Vaughn. Kendrick Rogers. He was signed by Dallas. He might have been released. Not sure. Harrison Bryant had some action today. James Porsche, KJ Hill, Albert, Hunter Bryant, the Lions. And then the auto is Antonio Gibson. That's a fun, considering the fact that he's backing up there in Washington. And that's a red Chronicles. It's not numbered, but it's a cool auto. Yeah, look at that. Look at that rolling. Jermichael Hasty. Derek Brown, Carolina. There you go, Jason. Hunter Bryant, Joe Reed, Zach Moss, DuVernay. Devin DuVernay, Jermichael Hasty, Parkinson, Jalen Rieger, Jalen Hurts, CeeDee Lamb, Ahmed, KJ Hill, Dalton Keene with the Patriots, Joe Burrow playoff. Yeah, he's starting. You got a starting auto right there. Washington. Isaiah Hodgins, Brian Lewerke, another Salvon Ahmad, Cam Akers, Gandy Golden with Washington, Tua, Blue Prestige, Xavier McKinney, and J.K. Dobbins, Optic, to finish the box up. So a little bit later on the Herberts. Got a few more Burrows and Tuas. Yeah, Rob, there wasn't much in that box, was there? All right, box number 5. No Texans. Texans a light spot in this break. I'm trying to remember who the guys are, who the rookies are. There are a couple. Steelers. McFarland. There has been a couple of McFarlands that came out for the Steelers. If I recall. I know definitely at least one. All right, last box. Again, I'm going to continue to put up Chronicles as long as you guys want to jump in on it. I know we've had some fun over the last few weeks. I know I've got some things going on over the next couple weeks. I don't have any breaks for next weekend, but I believe I'm going to put up a random some blasters of the Mosaic. That's going to go up for Monday night, so a week from tomorrow. 5 blaster Mosaic. We'll see how that goes over. And then I do have a Chronicles. I'm just waiting for. I haven't seen Claypool. I'm just waiting for the product to show up so I can put the break up. I don't like. It's weird because I guess I could bet on the product coming in. I don't like doing that. I like to have it in hand before I list it because if something would happen, I'd be like, I don't know what the hell to do with the break. And you usually got some time, 7 days for listing. Yeah, just keep an eye out. Hopefully, I can start grabbing like an email listing through eBay here and let everybody know what's happening. And if I'm doing multiple breaks, guys, if I'm doing multiple breaks for the weekend, and you're willing to jump in all three, I will be more than happy to combine shipping throughout the weekend. Some breakers don't because, it all depends. Some guys will, buy a handful of teams and it becomes a little bit more than what the actual shipping. But hey, if you're in, you want to play, want to participate, I'm good. I'll help. I'll cut the cost shipping. Like, buy as much as you want. All right, last box, guys. Again, like I said, I think the next break is going to be Mosaic next Monday night from week 2. But good luck. Let's see what we can find in this last box here. Bryson Hopkins, Herberts, rated rookie. Gabriel Davis, Shea Patterson. I think Gabriel Davis was he caught a touchdown today. Trying to remember. Lynn Bowden Jr., Tua Prestige, Benny LeMay, Brandon Ayuk. That's a blue. Jake Breeland. Man, hopefully Jake Breeland turns into like Kelsey or somebody. Shea Patterson, Keyshawn Vaughn, Shea Patterson, Javon Leake, Hunter Bryant, Tua Absolute, Justin Jefferson. He's gonna be good. Devin DuVernay, Harrison Bryant, Blue Optic. Man, it's a pretty card. O'Grady, Benny LeMay, Jerry Jeudy, Tua Donruss. Yeah, I'll try to hit you guys up. I'll try to hit everybody up. I'm just trying to create that because sometimes I'll be missing. And Michael Pirine, Antonio Gibson. And I'll be moving actually at the end of the month from Texas back to Michigan. Jordan Love, limited. So I'll have some time there where I won't be on the air. But once I get set up in Michigan, we'll go back at it. Lincecum, Adam Troutman, Jerry Jeudy, John Hightower, and Justin Herbert select. And to start this last stack here, Justin Herbert Chronicles, a Denzel Mims, Jalen Reagor, Joe Burrow Crown Royal, Joe Burrow XR. And you guys stick around. I'm going to do a little recap afterwards, just kind of break it all down, kind of what we found in the boxes if you want to stick around. If not, really for the video so people can watch it if they didn't see it tonight. JaMychal Hasties, Aloha Gilman, playoff auto. A.J. Dillon, K.J. Hill, Brian Edwards, Rodney Smith, and there it is. That's a nice one. Justin Herbert, red optic, red rookie. That's a nice looking card. Derek Brown, Carolina. O'Grady, Michael Pittman. There's your Pittman. A.J. Dillon, Jerry Jeudy, Hasty, and another a Tua optic, Raider rookie. So that's nice to finish out this last little stack here. Jake Fromm, Jerry Jeudy, tight end for Denver, Elvad Ahmad, JaMychal Hasty. This box is filled with Hasty. Montez, CeeDee Lamb, Jake Breeland, Donruss Blue, Brian Lewerke, and Keyshawn Vaughn to end the box. Wow. All right, guys, I'm curious to see what the number count is here. I'm going to sleeve up these few cards, and then I'm going to sort them out, and we'll take a peek for the recap. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in. More than likely, I'll get everything out tomorrow. If not, Tuesday morning, everything will start moving. Look for me on some Mosaic blasters if you want to get on that. Those can always, again, like this stuff, it's always going to be fun. All right, Robert, have a good one, man. So, yeah, for the most part, it's get some more Chronicles up there. And, again, like I said, I'll create this email list. Hopefully I can let you guys know if you want to jump in. And if I'm doing – generally I try to do about maybe 3 breaks through the weekend. And if that happens, if you – a couple of guys on tonight, If you're going to purchase through the weekend, I'll combine shipping, $450 across the board. I will be good to go. But just consider that in the future. There's really no restrictions or anything like that. All right, here we go. Let me sort these out. One second here. It's a good split here. 5 boxes. I held out one Hertz. Maybe that's probably the only one. All right, let's see here. Let's start with the autos. Thaddeus Moss, Jawan Johnson, Javon Leake, Antonio Gibson, Chronicles. That was a pretty cool one. Alohi Gilman. 1, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That's a Donruss rated rookie. Let's go Jordan Love. Jordan Love, there was 2. You had a limited Phenoms and then a Raider Donruss. Burrow, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But you had an Optic, a Donruss, Crown Royal, Prestige, Playoff, Prestige, Green, Prestige, Playoff, Base, Joe Burrow, Crown Royal Gold, an XR, and a Gold. So that's not bad. Let's go to Herbert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. There's 15. Wow. So 11 Burrows, 15 Herberts, but even last night there were 16, so we didn't beat that. Not that we're trying to have a competition here, but just what we're pulling on is crazy. So Red Chronicles, Donruss Elite, Chronicles, Base Prestige, Blue Prestige, Certified, Blue Playoff, another Certified Playoff, nice select card there, a Red Chronicles, and then a nice red dot. Chronicles, select, and then just a Donruss base. So that's nice to see. And then for Tua, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But here's what I think is fun about this, because I couldn't keep track. You had 3 optics for Tua. Oh, sorry about the camera. 3 optics for Tua, which is nice. Donruss, rookies, Chronicles, Prestige, Prestige Blue, a Playoff, another Prestige Base, Absolute, and another Donruss. So I think all the big players hit pretty well. Maybe if you're looking for Hertz or Clyde Edwards-Helaire, not so much. But we've had more. I've had like 4 Clyde Edwards. That's kind of what you're looking at in a 5 box for at the most. But on top of that, guys, I appreciate it all. I appreciate you guys jumping in the break tonight. Thanks for joining. These cards will be out no later than Tuesday. Look for me later. Some later breaks coming up the next couple of weeks. I've got Mosaic up a week from Monday night or tomorrow night. And then I'll have another Chronicles. And if that goes well, I'm going to continue to keep buying Chronicles until I can't buy them anymore. or people to stop, jumping in or jumping in the brakes. Other than that, guys, have a good night. Take care.